With Liam Lawson getting demoted to Racing Bulls, now let's shift focus on the driver who always had an uncertain career in Formula One in 2025, and that is Jack Doohan. The Australian driver was signed by Alpine as Esteban Ocon's replacement, and he made his debut at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in 2024. His place in the team has always been a question mark ever since Alpine signed Franco Colapinto as the reserve driver, sparking speculation of Alpine's lack of faith in the Australian driver's talent. The potential. Alpine ran tests between Jack Doohan and Franco Colapinto during the preseason of the 2025 season, with Flavio Briatore requesting a detailed data report between both drivers. With Doohan supposedly starting the 2025 season with just a contract for the first couple of races, it screams alarm bells as to Alpine's lack of faith in the Australian driver's talent. But to my surprise, Jack Doohan's performance in the first 3 races has shown promising signs of speed, pace, and performance. But ultimately, it seems like he needs time to improve. But just like Liam Lawson, I don't think Doohan has the luxury of time. The pressure. Jack Doohan was the first driver that everyone thought would get dropped first in the 2025 season, with how prepared Alpine were with their backup. With Doohan getting questioned about his future with the team as early as the F175 event, Jack has not had the easiest of times in Formula 1. And that is a real shame, as this is his first season in Formula 1. And if there's one thing that any rookie needs more than anything, that's job security and the sense of trust from the team. But Jack's performance in the first couple of races screams that he is working hard to gain the trust of the team, which I don't think is a healthy start for a rookie driver. He seems to be under unnecessary pressure and scrutiny at a very early stage of his Formula 1 career, and that seems to be taking a toll on his performance as well. The crashes. Doohan has shown glimmers of pace, speed, and potential that he could become a solid Formula 1 driver given the time. His performance in the Australian Grand Prix was great up until the race. In the dry conditions, he was right on Gasly's pace for the most parts, and if not for Lewis's spin in Q2, I'm sure that Doohan could have made it into Q3. His crash at lap 1 was just unfortunate, as the conditions were just that tricky and nearly everyone crashed or had their own moment during the race. But that crash seemed to have started to pile pressure on Doohan. With his performance at the Chinese Grand Prix getting off to a good start with him out-qualifying Gasly for the sprint race, things didn't get any better from there, as he fell back in the race to pick up penalties for forcing drivers off track. And his performance in the feature race was also underwhelming. With him expecting to make a comeback at the Japanese Grand Prix, his crash during the free practice 2 session was just unfortunate and unnecessary because it was a driver error of not closing the DRS flap. First of all, I'm really happy that he was able to walk away from the crash unharmed because it was a high impact one. But the damage in and of itself and the repair bills only piles more pressure on Doohan. Theories are also floating around that Doohan didn't close the DRS flap on purpose because he tried to implement a trick that he used on the simulator of keeping the DRS flap open till turn 2, but the physics of reality caught him out. The Liam Lawson stuff kind of took the heat off of Doohan for a while, but this crash has kind of reignited the topic of discussion of him losing the seat, with Jack Villeneuve claiming that the driver is driving out of desperation. Honestly, this whole situation feels a bit pathetic and sad, because I see the speed and potential in Doohan, and with time he will become a better Formula 1 driver, but the pressure that the team has put him under even before the season had commenced has not done any good for him. With 2 shunts in 3 races, he really needs a solid weekend in this triple header. If not, Alpine might actually drop him because Flavio Briatore is not of the lenient kind, as he's part of that old school brutal Formula 1. So yeah, these are my thoughts and opinion on Jack Doohan, guys, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and let me know down in the comments on what are your thoughts on all of this. I'm curious to know what is your take on it, so put it down in the comments. With that being said, subscribe to Forum if you haven't already, and also hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Forum, and I'm out. Peace.